What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. In this one, I am going to be talking about how the little bitch voice never goes away. And when I refer to the little bitch voice, you might be thinking, oh yeah, I know exactly what that is. But I didn't know what the little bitch voice was until I started hitting the gym regularly. It carved out for me plain as day that there was a voice that would come from the back of my head whenever I should be going to the gym to better myself physically. And that voice would say, hey, go smoke weed with your friends. Go buy some gas station food. Go sit on a couch and watch TV. Go sit on a couch and play video games. Don't go to the gym and better yourself. That's difficult. And it showed me, holy smokes, there is a part of myself that does not want what is best for me. There's something within me that is crooked. There's something within me that is bent. You see, I was working this Saturday evening, and it was wild to see just how much my life has changed from what it used to look like. Old me would have spent Saturday evenings listening to the little bitch voice, doing exactly the things that I had talked about earlier. But my life now looks completely different than it did when I was obsessed to listening to this voice. My entire life has changed because I've been consistent. It's mind-blowing what a few years of focused effort can do when it comes to changing your reality. But at the same time, that little bitch voice on a Saturday evening when I'm working is still in the back of my head. And I'm here to tell you that it never goes away. But when you stop listening to it, it starts to get quieter. It doesn't yap quite as much. And it's mind-blowing to think that my life used to be controlled by that voice. My life used to be controlled by the part of me that did not want what is best for myself. So part of what you need to understand is that you don't always want what's best for you. In fact, part of yourself, part of your nature is hell-bent. It's bent on your own destruction. You are constantly not only waging war against external things in life, external things that are obviously forces of evil, you are waging war against the darkness that is within you. The darkness that is constantly trying to slow you down. And I'll tell you that every time I hear that voice now, I remember back to where I used to be. And I think, wow, I actually used to listen to that voice. That voice actually used to be convincing to me. But when you actually watch your life change, when you actually watch your physical body transform, your environment becomes a living example of exactly what happens when you don't listen to that voice, when you do the things that you need to do. So then it compounds and you start to build up this momentum in the right direction and it starts to feel good. But so many people can't even get to this point because building up that momentum takes hard work. A life that is fueled by chasing desire, a life that is fueled by chasing desire is an environment that does not encourage you to be motivated to do anything good. It's totally normal to have days where the bitch voice wins, when you cave and when you do the things that you shouldn't do. Maybe you fall into slothfulness. We all experience this. And for most people, this voice has become their entire life. If you've watched the TV show Stranger Things, I want you to think of the upside down. That is your life. That is the reality that you live in. This gross, dark, foggy, mucky place that's like a distortion of reality. That is where you live. Think about how difficult it is to become motivated when you live somewhere like this. Think about how terrible, how difficult it is to see the light at the end of the tunnel, to see the light shining through. So many people have spent so much time listening to their shoulder devil that they forgot that their shoulder angel ever even existed. It ever even existed. And here's the truth about listening to the shoulder devil, is that it decreases your ability to hear your angel. It does. Every single decision that you make where you choose the wrong thing, your reality changes and it becomes harder to see a way out. You end up in the upside down. And it's so much more difficult to get that momentum going. But if you can catch momentum, if you can start listening to the angel over and over and over again, saying no to the devil, you will start to see that it becomes easier as time goes on. And you start to build up that momentum. So hunker down on those bad days when it feels like you just can't do anything right, when it just feels like your brain is not operating the way that it's supposed to do. Hunker down. Position yourself in a place that allows you to still win even in those circumstances. I think that a lot of us look at other people and we think, wow, everybody else seems to have it so figured out. You know, in fact, we live in a society where it's super common to post on social media all of the great things, all of the wins, when in reality, we all struggle a very, very similar amount. It's how resilient people are and how they decide to use their struggle that determines what their life looks like. And their life is the reality, it's the environment that cultivates whether or not they can continue to win. Now, when I say this, a lot of people will come out of the woodworks and they love to say, oh, but my life is so much harder than yours. I grew up so much poorer than you. I grew up with all these different handicaps, these different things that have held me back. I haven't been able to do that. I haven't been able to craft this awesome life. But like I said, I truly believe that we all go through a very similar amount of struggle, because those that don't face physical struggle face mental struggle. You can't see the demons that somebody else fights inside of their mind. An easy life can mean a chaotic mind. So we look at others and we think, oh, they have it so much more put together than I do, when in reality, we all go through the challenges. We all go through the muck on a daily basis. But I also want you to understand just how painful it is to watch someone with incredible potential waste it. I'm sure that you can think of somebody specifically that comes to mind when I say this. Somebody that could be so much more than they are right now, but they just choose not to put the work in. Now I want you to shift your perspective and realize that someone is looking at you that way right now in this very moment. They know more than you. They've done more than you. They're smarter than you. They're faster than you. They're better than you. And they look at you and they see what you could be, which is this much better version of yourself. As a fitness coach, I'm constantly working with people when they come to me and they're in the worst shape of their lives. And what I can see is what their future self is going to look like. I can see what their future life is going to look like. I can see what their confidence is going to look like once they start piecing all of these things together and changing their environment, cultivating it, crafting it in order to allow them to win more. But they can't see that for themselves all the time. And oftentimes people need a guide. Don't let the people that see your true potential down. Don't let God down. Fight the bitch voice with every single fiber of your being. And trust me, you will start winning. No matter how much money you make, no matter how many friends you have, no matter how nice your house is or your cars are, you will always have this voice in the back of your head. So get fucking good at fighting it when you are younger and watch your life become a reflection of the wins of that battle. And everyone will start to ask you, how did you do it? I hope that you found this video helpful. Drop a like down below if you did. Make sure to drop a singular thumbs up in the comment section if you watched all the way through to the end of this video, because if you did, you've got an incredible attention span, my friend. I will see you all in the next one. Peace.